Hi everyone. So after watching Jasmine's discussion about the Latino project, I thought it was really interesting. And one thing that really stuck out to me was when she was talking about the connections that a teacher makes with their students and how valuable it is. I look back on the experiences that I've had thus far as a student educator and kind of observing the educators that I have throughout my career at MSU. And something that I noticed first and foremost in every classroom was the connection and the relationship that a teacher builds with their student and how valuable that can be. Um, I think back to my mentor teacher this year. We had a student who had a really hard time kind of assimilating into the classroom. He came in partway through the year and didn't really speak much English, and everyone else in the classroom has only English knowledge. And instead of just kind of brushing him off as just another student, my teacher went the extra mile, got to know him, but even more importantly, incorporated his culture into the classroom. So we talked about what kind of traditions that he uses. She got to know a little bit more about his family. She introduced a couple books in the classroom that had the protagonist of the story as the same culture as this student. And I thought, even though it's not a huge thing, it's not like my teacher changed the whole classroom, she implemented a couple different strategies, like getting to know him and incorporating books and such, that made him feel like that he had a big connection with my teacher. And subsequently, after she started doing this, his scores went through the roof. He's one of the smartest kids in our class. And I think a large part of that had to do with how comfortable he felt in the classroom. So, like I said, I really agree with Jasmine that it's critical that we teachers make those connections, that they provide that support, whether it be verbal or in literature. And it also brings me back to a quote that I found really interesting, kind of as a closing statement. It says, as educators, we must continue to demonstrate for all of our students, both perseverance and experienced teachers, how to use their ethnic literature in effective ways as the focal point of a lesson, as supplemental resources, and as extensions. So I am all for that, and I think that going forward into my classroom in the future, that is something that I will definitely incorporate.